What is the I study animation so I can draw my own porn of other majors?
I studied urban planning to get better at SimCity.
I study neuroscience because I have some kind of nervous system disorder and nobody knows what the fuck is going on in there, so I figured I may as well bloody do it.
I studied architecture so can design a house I will never be able to afford on a site that doesn't exist with materials that come from science fiction. This is kinda boring compared to other answers, but I actually went to makeup/aesthetics/hair school so I can just do all that shit myself. I hate other people touching me. But I've made a solid career out of it, lol.
Have you ever fallen in love in a dream, just to wake up to a gut-wrenching pain not being able to remember who it was?
Yes. But I remember how it felt to hug the person. When I met my husband, that dream came back to me and hugging him felt exactly like the guy in the story. It was wonderful.
Anyone who won a lifetime supply of something, what did you win, and are they still supplying it to you?
A friend of my dad won a lifetime subscription to a magazine. He was quick to point out that lifetime referred to the lifetime of the magazine, not him. He's outlived the publication by a few decades and counting.
Mate got a lifetime black card for KFC. I don't know where he won it. Every weekend squad gathers and gets some hot wings for free.
You have to fight an exact copy of yourself to the death. How do you outsmart yourself?
Distract that fat bitch with cake.
I let myself win, so that the surviving one, we are copies, is unharmed from the experience. I sheathe my weapon. We learned this back in 1989 when playing Prince of Persia.
Giving him alcohol.
I tell him that someone he is friends with thinks he's annoying.
Doctors of Reddit, what was the best reaction of a patient after receiving the message that they're cancer-free?
He came to his last chemo dressed as a clown wearing a sash that read "Last chemo today." Not gonna lie, I cried. I'd lost 5 patients that week, 2 of whom I'd become very close to.
I don't like that there's no answers.
What animal would be cutest if scaled down to the size of a cat?
Mammoth.
A tiny cow that would have a high-pitched moo.
The humpback whale.
A seal.
What paranormal or supernatural experiences have you had that caused you to question reality?
My dad came home from work one night scared shitless because he saw this massive wolf-like beast with red eyes walking around on its hind legs in our backyard.
You now have the ability to curse someone. The curse doesn't hurt them or anyone they love in any way, but it sure does annoy the shit out of them. What curse do you give them?
All their drinks will be at the wrong temperature. Room temp soda, lukewarm coffee. Their clothes are always slightly damp when they put them on, no matter how much they try to dry them.
You will miss every traffic light for the rest of your life.
Their Wi-Fi drops out randomly at least 15 times per day.
What's your biggest regret?
Being so preoccupied with what I was supposed to do that I never did what I wanted to do.
Not learning Russian earlier so I'll be able to have rational conversation with my grandparents. Luckily, they're not dead so I'm learning.
I regret not asking my parents more questions about their past before they died.
Not taking better care of my teeth as a child. Not saying yes to a girl who asked me to a high school Sadie Hawkins dance, where the girl asks the guy. This was almost 10 years ago, and I still think about it.
How do you make a move on a girl without being a creep?
Take your fedora off before she sees you.
Starting a casual conversation with me would work wonders.
What's the weirdest/creepiest video you've seen on YouTube?
This channel may actually have been the first professional creepypasta reader ever, and she still remains one of the scariest.
The Russian homunculus series is the first to come to mind.
To those of you who deleted Facebook, what was your "I'm deleting Facebook" moment?
Right after lawyering up, but just before hitting the gym.
The 2016 election pretty much ruined Facebook for me.
What's a song lyric that always gives you chills when you hear it?
You're my sunshine, my only sunshine. My mom sang me to sleep with that song.
Don't fear the Reaper Blue Oyster Cult. I think, always hear it in weird places at weird moments.
Love is not a victory march, it's a cold and it's a broken hallelujah. Also, but there are dreams that cannot be and there are storms we cannot weather from Les Miserables. Every time.
Masquerading as a man with a reason, my charade is the event of the season, and if I claim to be a wise man, well, it surely means that I don't know. Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. It's so deep and real, to me at least.
What's something that you always wanted as a kid, but now you're like, meh?
Sleepovers used to be the shit, but now I just want my own bed. Fuck crashing on your couch. My back is too old for that shit. It ruins my week. Grown-up me loved my routine and my space.
A puppy. Now I'd really prefer an older dog who's chill and already house-trained and calm and just wants to hang out with me while I work at my desk. Puppies are a lot of work.
Easy bake oven. Now I've got a real oven that I barely have time to use.
A cool looking car. I spent a lot of money to have a cool looking car. It was May. Now I just want cheap, reliable transportation.
Lawyers of Reddit, what is one law you wish existed, and one you wish didn't exist?
One that I wished, a requirement to simplify law every once in a while. One I wish did not exist, too much discretion to the judges sometimes.
Wish existed, attorney fees and tort claims. Wish didn't exist, arbitration clauses in employment handbooks.